Hi guys, welcome back to Mansell Media Corner. In today's video I'm going to do a ranking of some of my favourite SummerSlam pay-per-views, and the reason being why I'm doing this video is I was chatting to my very good friend last night via Facebook Messenger, who's got his own YouTube channel which is Beat Down Bunny, a hell of a YouTube guy. If you like your professional wrestling like I do, but mainly TNA, bit of AEW, you should check that guy out. But I asked him, what video should I cover, do next, pardon, and he said, how about talking about your favourite SummerSlams, your top 5, but I'm going to be a bit cheeky. I'm going to do my top 11 SummerSlam, but if you do not know, if you're not a wrestling fan, SummerSlam is the last of the big four pay-per-views, which originally was WrestleMania, I believe, 1985, Survivor Series, then the Royal Rumble, then SummerSlam. But without further ado, let's in it. Number 11 is the VHS version of SummerSlam 1919, and on this side you can't really tell who that is, but if you haven't seen the Iron Claw, it's Kerry Von Erich, the Texas Tornado. Now, the real reason why I've put this, it's a one match show with the Hart Foundation versus Demolition, which is an absolute classic match. But you've got the Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich, making his, I think it may have been one of his first appearances for then the WWF, now WWE. But there was a big storyline during this pay-per-view with Dusty Rhodes. He couldn't find his manager in Sapphire, but he eventually finds her, and she goes to the dark side, which is $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. I think he buys her out or something. But yeah, really, really good show when you think about it. But very interesting, Like I said, if you haven't seen the Iron Claw, I believe it is, you wonder how Texas Tornado wrestled with an amputated foot, because I think he may have had it before he joined the WWE, but I do not know. So anyhow, that's in it. Number 11, it is SummerSlam 1990. Then I'm going to cheat on this one, because it's a tag classic, but in it, number 10 is SummerSlam 1989. This one has got a lot of tag team matches, about 4 tag team matches, but you start off with a brilliant tag team match with the Hart Foundation versus the Brain Busters, which is a decent match. We've also got Kurt Hennig and Mr. Perfect versus the Red Rooster, which is Terry Taylor. I think he's a coach at the Performance Centre. But you've got really good match with Jimmy Superfly Snuka versus Ted DiBiase. And again, I'm going to give a shout out to, I think it's Pugwall 316, who recently interviewed the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase on his channel. He seems a really nice guy, DiBiase. Although he did play a villain, but yeah, really good show. And this was from 1989. Then we go to the first of, at the time this was Triple H's first foray to the main writing of the WWE, because I think he retired this year, because can't remember if he had like some sort of heart problem, but it's SummerSlam 2022. The reason why I've put this, I'm going to say it, I'm not the biggest Ronda Rousey fan in professional wrestling, but other than that, this is a really good show. We've got Cowboy Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. This is when Roman Reigns was still the leader of the bloodline. But you've got Logan Paul versus The Miz, which is a decent match for what it is. Got Happy Corbin versus Pat McAfee. You've got Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Championship, which starts this pay-per-view off. But yeah, really decent show from 2022. That's in at number 9. Now, in at number 8, I'm going to put SummerSlam 2008, and I believe that's Maria Kanellis. But this is a really fun SummerSlam as well. You've got the teaser, Shawn Michaels announcement. I think he was going to retire, but he'd like to come back for Unforgiven. As my good friend Beatdown Bunny says in his video, spoiler alert. But it's really interesting segment. But we've also got Edge versus The Undertaker in a really brutal Hell in a Cell match, which is the main event, I believe, of this show. But the ending is really intriguing. Also, you got Jeff Hardy versus MVP himself, Montel Vontavious Porter. Plus, also you got Matt Hardy versus Mark Henry for the ECW Championship match. This was when ECW was still under WWE control, so it wasn't as extreme as it was back in about 99, I'm going to say. But you've also got Triple H versus Great Khali. You've also got John Cena versus Batista when I was co-holder of the WWE Tag Team Championship. Plus also you've got some bonus footage. We've also got CM Punk versus Joe Bill. In at number 6, we've got, this is the original cover and it's 2004 SummerSlam. The reason why I've put this, it's not because of the original cover, because WWE like to redone this cover. And the only The only problem was because of the whole Chris Benoit. So, say the Chris Benoit Randy Orton match was not on the cover, but the only match was The Undertaker versus JBL. But this is really good card. The only problem was is the Divas Dodgeball match, which for me shouldn't have been on this pay-per-view. But you've got Triple H versus Eugene, which is a decent match. Got Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle, which is a good match. You've also got Till Death Us Do Part match. Lita marries the winner. Matt Hardy versus again Beatdown Bunny's one of his favourite wrestlers in the Big Red Machine, Kane. But yeah, really good pay-per-view. So we got SummerSlam 2004, which was a good year for technically all of the wrong reasons now. For that guy there with the championship, you can't really tell, but it's Chris Benoit. And into the final five, we have got SummerSlam last year, which is the last ever WWE Blu-ray. But I actually have fun with this pay-per-view. It starts off with, I believe it's Ricochet versus Logan Paul, which is a decent one-on-one match. Then they have one of the big matches, Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar, which is a great story. But you've also got Gunter versus Drew McIntyre, I do believe. There's also got, I think it's an MMA or UFC type of match with Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler, which, yes, isn't a very good match, but in some ways I actually enjoy it. It's not of everyone's liking, but you've got, I think, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. And like I say, you got an absolute classic for the Intercontinental Championship at the time, which is Gunter versus Drew McIntyre. Also, you got Jey Uso versus the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, the head of the table. But yeah, really solid SummerSlam. Then, in at number 4 now, we have pardon me, and we got, yes, the famous or infamous SummerSlam 2005 with Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels on the cover, which is a really infamous or famous match, whichever way you look at it. But you've got the custody of Dominic, which everyone knows who his dad was, which is Rey Mysterio. But that was a really good storyline with Eddie Guerrero, which starts, I think, at WrestleMania. But this was the coincide feud, but it's really good ladder match, which I haven't seen yet, but I will we'll give this a retro review because, like I said, yeah, we've got the infamous Shawn Michaels versus Hulk Hogan match. We've also got Undertaker versus Randy Orton, Matt Hardy versus Edge, which was another real life feud which played out at the time in WWE. I think it was Edge who was going out with Lita, I do believe. But yeah, it's really good show. This was August 21st, 2005. There's the back and the matches. A bit of discard with Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels, and a bit of the insert. Yeah, it's got the famous Shawn Michaels on the Larry Bling, which is basically a parody of Larry King, which WWE did as an extra, which is quite fun. Then next we have the inaugural SummerSlam in 1988, which is the first SummerSlam. So we've got the Mega Powers, which is Macho Man Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan, versus the Mega Bucks, which is Andre the Giant and the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. But you start off with a tag team draw, but in real life I think Dynamite may have been feuding with Jacques or Raymond or both the Russo brothers, which was a really heated rivalry at the time. We've also got the first Hart Foundation versus Demolition matches at SummerSlam, which is for the WWE Tag Team Championship. We've also got Ravishing Rick Rude, who was feuding with Jake the Snake Roberts as he took on a Junkyard Dog, I do believe. This SummerSlam is famous for the Ultimate Warrior dethroning the Honky Tonk Man for the Intercontinental Championship. But yeah, you got SummerSlam 1988. Then I recently retro reviewed this pay-per-view, which is SummerSlam 1991 from Madison Square Garden. Again, an absolute stellar pay-per-view. You've got Mr. Perfect versus Bret the Hitman Hart for the Intercontinental Championship. An absolute classic match. You've also got Ted DiBiase versus the late great Virgil for the $1 Million title championship. So also you got the infamous Ultimate Warrior when he walked out on the WWE because he wanted a lot more money with Jack the Snake Roberts, I think, versus the Triangle of Terror. But also you got the famous match made in heaven, Macho Man Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth wedding. Then in runner-up, we have SummerSlam 2013. You've got an incredible no-holds-barred match, which is CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar, which is, I think it's one of my favourite CM Punk matches in the WWE. I like the Money in the Bank 2011 match with John Cena, but that no-holds-barred is an amazing match. Also, you've got Bray Wyatt's SummerSlam debut versus the Big Red Machine, Kane. Also, you got the rise of Daniel Bryan, where he beats John Cena, I believe. Then, of course, on the covers, technically the debut of the Authorities, Triple H, fast counts the match with Randy Orton, and also Randy Orton was then the WWE Championship. But really fun show this was. Pardon me. Then, of course, last place, no surprise. It's everyone's favourite SummerSlam. Still to this day, this is a hell of a pay-per-view. It's SummerSlam 1992. What can I say? The main event for the Intercontinental Championship. Still to this day, is a classic match. With Bret the Hitman Hart versus the hometown hero British Bulldog. We've also got the last appearance, I think, of Hawk in the WWE. Who at the time, I mean, nearly everyone at this pay-per-view was either on drugs or something like that. But you could tell Hawk wasn't in the right frame of mind, but Legion of Doom took on Money Inc. with the famous Harley Davidson bikes and the rampway. I think his name was Rocco, which was like a dummy. You also got a rare heel versus heel match with Rick the Model Martel versus Shawn Michaels. But also what's interesting on this DVD is you get the bonus matches, which was also included on the VHS, which I've also got. The original 1992. But yeah, what an absolute classic pay-per-view. I would definitely love to see WWE under Triple H, if possible, to do one of the big four. Especially how big WWE is under Triple H's like WWE. But yeah, that's in at my number one. So let me know in the comments what is your favourite SummerSlam. Like I said, there will be some more videos coming up soon. But like I said, what a great event SummerSlam is. Still to this day, there have been some infamous, iconic moments. But yeah. Anyhow, thank you for watching the channel. There will be some additional shout-outs. Like I said, I will leave some shout-outs, but please subscribe to my good friend Big Town Bunny. Like I said, if you like your AEW TNA, the guy is an amazing YouTube channel. He loves his TNA. But also loves the odd WWE, but give him a sub and a like. So without further ado, thank you for watching Mansell Media Corner. And there will be some videos coming up, and a very special video soon. That's all I've got to say. Say if you know, you know. That's all I've got to say. So Thank you for watching the channel, and goodbye folks, goodbye.